January 2nd, 2026. And I want first to thank you for the gift for New Year Eve, New Year Day that I have got. It's very nice of you, and that confirm for me that there is people that is close to come to know the truth. And I am here on earth to tell you the truth. And then I have thinking about these aliens that come in the night of the new days, before we got the new day, about in the morning of the new day, and I understand now that they were showing me themselves, because they were the one that helped me to move in this special way. It was total crazy to move like I did, but I could move. I didn't have any money, but they told me I had to move because it was some kind of war will come to around that house where I lived. I lived on the ground, so it doesn't need to be inside my home, but that they are going to shoot there around the house. And as I lived on the mark, on the ground, it could happen that a bullet could come into my home and kill me. But I don't know what kind of war they are talking about. But I knew that I needed to move from that place. And whatever it cost me, and it cost me very, very much money that I don't have. And today is it the first day I can really breathe, because they are not going to talk to me about doing things in my old home, because now it's someone else have moved into that apartment. And I got today the last, I think, message that they have taken away what was outside that make me could drive up with the scooter, and they have taken that away. And I was talking to the city to pay someone to take away that things, because it was in the walls to hold it. But they have taken that away, and it's no idea to me to apply for it, to get money to pay someone to take away, because it's already done. And everything is already done. Everything is done. And there were some companies that didn't answer me, even if I have a new telephone so they can call me. They have not called me. And so there will be bills on some extra things. And I have to take it in some way. I don't know what will happen. I wait for the big bill from my landlord and see how much it is, and that is the bill that I will try to pay. Those other bills I can't pay, and if I don't get very much money on my bank account, like I got when God told me that I should travel, visit Jerusalem in 2023, and I got much money, and from someone I don't know, but so every money is God's money, so that was from God. Whatever, if there was a person that sent me those money, but it's God's money. Every money we have to take care of it, to do something for the money we get. And I have done that. I have priority God first and not pay bills. If God is telling me to do something, I do what he tells me first, and then pay the bills if I have the money left over. But I always pay the rent, of course, and for my computer, internet. That is and electric bills. That is those bills that is very important that I hold. I pay for them, and so the first bill that the man that took away Jesus' garden, he wanted 21,000 Swedish crowns. It's about 2,000 US dollar, and then is it that company that move my belongings, but I don't know what the bill will be, but they wanted about 18,000 Swedish crowns, and maybe they have put more bills money on it, and then I don't know from my landlord, and if I don't have that money to pay them, then I have to call them and ask if I could pay off the bill. But I have saved the money of those money I have got. Some of you have sent me some money, and that I have saved, and I have got some money from foundation, and I have saved them. So I have so I could pay the first bill. That I can do because I did this, that I pay my rent for next month, not for January. I also pay for February, so I don't have that money to pay. That I can lay on those bills. I need to be smart in these things. Not only say, oh, God will pay the bills. It's not working that way. God wants us to act. And then when we have done our part, and sometimes we can't do anything to do it, and then God step in and help us. But we need to first go and act on what God is telling us, what He's telling you. You should not have your own thinking about it. You need to take what God is telling you. You should not take your human knowledge, because that knowledge is very poor. We don't know anything, really. We think, I have done that also, but not anymore, that people think that what they are believing in and what the knowledge are and these things is the total truth. And it can be far from the truth. And you see what's, if you that have followed me, you know what have going on in only these few years since I started a podcast. And I don't know anything. Of course, I think about some things, but I try to say to myself that I don't know anything, so stop thinking about it and let God do it. Let God choose what you should do. I say to myself that, and not let my human me do things. We can do that in like a daily base, daily things we do, but those big decisions, we must ask God and wait for God to do those decisions. And so I can relax a little now, because the bill is not coming right now, but it will come. I know that, I can't deny it, but I don't need to be worried about how to pay it. I need to take that day it will come. And that's very hard for us, because our human, we want to run before things happen, and thinking, oh, it's going to be terrible. But then suddenly that terrible was not so terrible. We don't know anything. And my recording today was about this. I have asked, as soon as I started to talk about those aliens, someone is here touching me, and I will see what this will say. But I'm talking now on my own, and I have not read any books about UFO. I have not watched any movies about UFO, because from the start, in 1978, when I come to sit in the air, they trained me to sit in the air, and then I go out from my home and come to heaven, to the New Jerusalem, like it calls, because it looked like Jerusalem, but I didn't know that in 1978, because I didn't believe in God, and I didn't believe in anything. I was not in a religion. And so I didn't know what I saw. But today I know, as I have been to Jerusalem, and I have been up to that cupola, the golden roof there. And that was the last time I was there in 2023. I was thinking, I need to go there because that was God was calling me to do. And I'm thinking about this, and I ask people what they are calling those that have coming to me that is very. They are tall, but not very tall, but tall and slim, with like almost white, straight hair. It's not curly at all. It's straight, both on men and women. And I have not seen their eyes because they have had sunglasses on or dark eyeglasses on, so I should not see their eyes. And I didn't pay attention to it because I thought it was ordinary people that was standing before me, because I had no clue it was aliens. But it was, I remember the first time I met this, what's called Nordic. And it was on the airport and in Seattle airport, and I was not allowed to come into United States because my husband, when I was married in Texas, my husband didn't take me to the immigration, so I got a green card. I was staying there, not allowed to stay, illegal. I was staying in Texas, and that's why I couldn't come in the second time in year 2000. And then the man say that if I pay the money to the immigration, and he should let me in, but I should only be in United States 1 month, he said. And he told me that I need to go directly to the immigration and get it, be allowed to stay in United States. And I did that, and but he wanted money, and I didn't have any money. And then this Nordic was standing there, and she looked like a security guard. And she took me to the ATM machine, and I knew I didn't have any money. And but she make me could get money so I could pay to be in the United States 1 month. So that was the first time I met the Nordic, and I am sure that I have met the Nordic before, but this is one that I remember. And the first time was in year 2000, in December, 18, 19 December, and 2000. So it's 26 years since then. And then the second time I know I met this Nordic, it was a woman that come, and I was sitting at Pizza Hut, and I ate a pizza. It was like a lunch pizza, many pizza to choose. And I didn't have more than that money to could pay for one pizza. And then I was total out of money. But I was so hungry because I have not eaten for some days. I say I need to go there and eat something, and then I'm going to take whatever it's come my way. I was thinking in that way, and that what I have done now with this moving also, that I trust, but without knowing that someone was behind me. And I sit there and eat my pizza when a woman come running into that Pizza Hut, and she come and sit and standing at my table and ask me if she could sit with me. And I say yes, of course. And she talk, and she make me go away. In my mind, it was very strange feeling that I don't really remember everything. But she told me that this is a sign that she was an alien, because she say, I come far away. And that was, I know that first time I met Nordic was not in year 2000. I tell you the story, that I am on my way to do first, and then I tell you. And she say, I am coming far away, and I have things on my tracks, she say, so I need to sit at the window and check out so no one is stealing anything from the track, she say. And I didn't look out. I didn't, because I was eating. And I trust her that it was right. And then she started to talk about horses to me. And it was about a white horse. And I think it's something that have with the spaceship to do, but I don't really know. But it was very strange that she was talking about horses, because I have never been interested of horses. And then suddenly she was gone from the table, and I have not seen her walk away. And then I should go and pay for my pizza. And the woman in the cashier, she be so surprised when I come and should pay. And she say, that woman that was with you, she come here and pay for your pizza, she say. And I didn't understand anything of it, because I have not seen her move. And but that woman saw a person that pay for my pizza. So it was not only me that saw it, it was another person also that saw that woman. And so that was the third time. I say I have met them before, and that was, I think it's not the first time, but what I remember the first time. It was when I was married in Texas, and my husband come home one day from the bar that he always sit at and drinking every day. And he come home and he say, there is a man asking for you. He say, it's a man coming into the bar and asking for you. He say, and I go with my husband to that bar, but I normally didn't go there. It's only a few times I was there because I do things on my computer instead. And there was a man coming, and he was very tall. And not extremely tall, but he was tall. He was slim, and he had white hair and a little long hair. And my husband said, this is the man that asking for you. So we sit down and together with many people at the table, and I never was drinking beer. I had never liked beer, but I was drinking in that time. So my husband always bought Captain Morgan, and then we couldn't sit there and only drink alcoholic. We needed to buy something, and it's I mix it with a Coke, and then the man's this long white hair man. He sit down with me and talking, and he was talking about the universe, and I didn't know anything about this with the universe. And he was talking about those planets to me. And he was very much in talking about what's going on in the universe. And those other that was sitting at the table, they be bored of his talking because they couldn't understand what he was talking about. So they left us. So we sit by ourselves. And then it was very strange that my husband said that he was the son, this man was a son of one of these old men that always sit in the bar. My husband said that was his son. And then it was suddenly the old man that always was in the bar. He come to what my husband said was his son. But he was very polite, and he come to our table, and he talked to this man like it was a stranger and not his son. And he asked, apologized that he disturbed us, and asked if he could take his cigarettes package. He had forgotten it when he left. And it was so strange because I felt they don't know each other. I don't know how it works in this way of teleport or telepathic ways. But it was very strange that he didn't know his own son. So that was the first time I remember. And then it was this at the airport, and then was it in the Pizza Hut. And just now I can't remember if I have met those Nordic again. But it is when I am really in need of things, and I don't know why he was talking to me, and this man in the bar, and I asked him if he could give me the title of books that I could read. I asked him, or websites I could go in and study. So I gave him my email address, but he never answered me. He was gone. And the man that should be his father, he didn't know who it was. So it was nothing. It's very mixed up, this, when they're coming. And I'm very, very sure that one time I didn't met them, but I think they did that to me, to help me, because I was in a shelter and they say that I should go and search for a job, and I should not come back before I have paper that I have been to a job search. And I couldn't do that because in that time I didn't have any paper that I lived in United States. I couldn't search any job because I was not legal in the United States. It took me many years to get a permanent. No, I got 1 year that I could work in United States. And so I couldn't search for any job, and I didn't do that. But I was far away to ask. I had been around and asked for money in the churches, and I was too late to get any food in the shelter. And I was very hungry. I had not I had eaten breakfast, but not more. And now was it evening, and I have walked around and asked for help in the churches. And they say I knew I was too late to could get food, and I had some dollar, maybe $2-3, to buy a hamburger, the cheapest, and I sit and talk to God in my mind and say, why, God, do I need to be hungry when I don't have any money? Why must I be hungry? And then I come out from the hamburger place, and that was a hamburger place in the city. It was very much people around because it's very often it is built so it's close to a mall or a big business. And so it was much people around. But when I come out from the hamburger bar to the parking place, there were no cars around, nothing. It was late, maybe about 7 o'clock in the evening, and then suddenly I saw some like balls on the ground, and I pick up one ball, and it was not a ball, it was money. It was paper money, and I got $5, and then I took another ball, and it was $10. It was about 5-6 balls laying on the ground, like it have throwing down from heaven. And I got more money than what I paid for the hamburger. I got some money, and I was so happy that I had some money in my pocket. So I think they fix it for me in some way. So I think there is some events that have taken place that is supernatural events that have done that. And I think that the first night in this year that they was there in my bedroom and showing me that they were there with me. They are with me in 2026. And it is very strange for you, many of you, that how can she go from God to aliens? But I have told you, and I tell you once again, because in year 2000, God come and talked to me and told me about my future. And then it was a time when God was talking to me. And I was away in the spirit in 2.5 hours. And then I go to the hypnosis in 2018 to know what have going on in the 2.5 hours I was away that I didn't know about. But it was a time in that when God was talking that I felt that now I can ask him something. And that was, I think it was not me. I think it was that I should understand today, not when God was talking to me, that I asked him, what is this with the aliens? What is it with those UFO? I asked God, and God answered me, and he said, that is the people of the future. And it touched me again, this spirit that is here. You know that the future is today. When God was talking, that was not the future, but he was talking about the future. And he talking about what I should do. First he say what I should do, and I was thinking I will never ever do what he is telling me, because it was out from my understanding. But I feel this when Jesus was telling his apostles about disciples, that he couldn't tell everything because they couldn't understand it. And it was like that, that God was telling me about my future. And I was thinking, never ever I can do those things. And I have done that. And then he was telling me in the year 2000 that the aliens, UFO, are the people of the future. And that is the future for us on this planet. And I have told you what they are saying to me, that if it's not going to happen, that people want to have the light here on earth, if they go with the darkness that is spreading all over this planet, and we are going back to the day when God come and was hovering, was flying over this planet, and it was dark this planet, and it was a void, and darkness was in the deep, and that is what we are going back to, if we can't come together, we that understand this. And I'm trying to put together a group of people that we can work to talk to those leaders that is here today on this planet, and tell them what they are saying, those in afterlife, the aliens, and what they want for this planet. And that's the meaning why I have this podcast, for you to understand that you need to take contact with me and want to be in this group to put the light back to Earth again, and let this planet be like heaven. It should be like that. But it's our choice. It's not God that do these things, because we have a free will. And I didn't have any free will because I come from God's throne room. But you other that was born here on earth, you have a free will to join the darkness or join the light. You can't be between. Many of you have choose the side and don't understand what I'm talking about. But there is people that understand what I'm talking about, that you can be with me in the light, and it doesn't matter what age you are in, and where, from what culture you are coming from, what country you are coming from, or if you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Only the matter is that you want to put back the light here on this planet. So it's that is the recording I wanted to do, to tell you that I have met this, what people call Nordic, and they have not been just today when it's very popular to to talk about UFO and aliens in both positive but most in negative way. It's not something I'm talking about that happened today. It have happened in my life, and I am 73 years old now, so I have been here for a long time. So he left me now, so in some way he encouraged me to talk like I talk, this spirit that was here. And God bless you, and stay safe and avoid the darkness, please.